Alright guys, this is Ice. I'm going to be casting another one of Spanishiwa's games. These are replays that he himself put up on a guide on Team Liquid. Maybe doing more of these. I have already done one against the 10 pool all-in, but this is going to be a Zerg versus Protoss against Young Jun G, if that's how you say that. And I think this map is called Typhon Peaks, I'm not sure. You can see the players talking whether or not they like it. Anyhow, this is going to be, well, the title of the replay was against the MC style 4-gate. We'll see what happens here. Spanishiwa basically showing with this build, which is usually the 16 hatch, 15 pool, how to hold off different types of aggression. Especially, he had a lot of replays with early game aggression, like the 10 pool all-in, Baneling all-in, and stuff like that. So we'll see what he does here against this Protoss player. You can see just talking about the maps there, but we'll see what Young Jun is gonna do here. Of course, the MC style 4-gate. We'll see how he executes that. Of course, both players very good. Spanishiwa, one of my favorite Zerg players, just because he's so different, and he is not going for the 16 hatch 14 pool apparently. You can see the pro here blocking off the expansion. And I was talking about the 16 hatch 15 pool because that is the Spanishiwa build, or the Ice Fisher build, I think you wanted to call it. And you can the extractor trick there just going off very quickly. He is on 16 supply, moving his drone down here to expand. The pro not blocking it really at all. I guess Young Jun wasn't really paying attention at that time there. You should see there we go, there's the pool, I was about to say, and I'm going to pull out the production tab here. Probe, not going to be able to do anything major over here. Should not get picked off, there we go, otherwise that would have been poor play. And we see here one simulator for the Protoss, the gateway pumping out a Zealot as standard. Here's the Cybernetic score just coming up. We'll see what the Zerg player is able to do, if he is able to get saturation over this base, or if Young Jun will force the Zergling production, which is not what Spanishiwa wants, because he usually likes to produce drones to like 32 or 40 supply. I can't remember the exact build order for his opening. And he also likes a lot of queens as well, so probably yeah, there we go, there's the queen right away. This hatchery almost finishing here. Cybernetic core almost finishing as well. The Zealot here just blocking off the ramp. The second assimilator we see here. And a pylon going up just here behind the reeds. That's always need to do that whether you have a reeds here on your main base, just because to have the vision in case there's going to be a drop or some unit hiding in the back there like that. And you can see Spanishiwa's drone just coming in here. If he'd brought it in earlier and stolen one of the gases, that could have been pretty important, because the two assimilators this early on is very important in this build. And we can see a spine crawler going up here for Spanishiwa. A lot of minerals building up for the Protoss. I'm not sure if the MC style is where you build a nexus and cancel it at the last second, or if it's just like where you pull probes eventually off the gas here. I can't remember exactly what the 4-gate is, the MC style 4-gate, because there are a lot of different variations. See two queens down here, a third one in production, an overlord as well on the way. No gas yet as usual for Spanishiwa. We'll be seeing them pretty soon, and about 5 more supply. As I said, he likes to get them about 40. And that's pretty good because there's more drones mining minerals, obviously because they're not mining the gas, and less drones sacrificed to build the gazers. Pylon going down the foot, usually what happens when a nexus is about to go down. At the foot of the ramp there we see a couple sentries, we see the force field used. And meanwhile, I think just pumping out some more sentries here. One Zealot at the front, and there the nexus is going down. You should see the gas, there we go. 39 supply. And just going to be finishing pretty soon. He's going to have, yeah, there we go. Looks like he has a couple extra drones here that he's going to use to put on the gazers as soon as they finish. Three spine crawlers on the base because he really has no army to speak of. May have a couple zerglings for scouting. Yeah, he doesn't have an army, and you can see 5 more drones on the way for Spanishiwa. Meanwhile, there's a lot of sentries over here. So these, of course, are more gas intensive than mineral intensive, and you can see stalkers now here just warping in. Just barely going to be able to fit through there, and we'll see. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think the MC style Brigade is where you cancel the Nexus at the last minute. Otherwise, I'm going to look like a fool with the Zergling running in here. And yeah, so I was right. The Nexus does get cancelled just as it's about to finish. And then using the minerals recovered from that, he's going to do a final warp in and then push off. And 4 spine crawlers for Spanishiwa. 16 Zerglings on the way, along with Metabolic Boost and Zerground Carapace and melee attacks. And the lair is also on the way. This is a extremely large army. We'll see what happens there. And Spanishiwa, he has said that whether or not he wins in these replays is not important. He's just basically showing the execution. So I actually don't know if he's going to win this. I haven't seen this before. There's a nicely placed force field, keeping the Zerglings back behind the spine crawlers while he picks them off with transfuse using the spine crawlers. One spine crawler going down, looks like another going to go down very rapidly, and that's another transfuse fuse, but I don't think that's going to happen. And spine crawlers all going down, but the Zerglings now finally coming out, before seeing more inside of the main base. And the last 2 spine crawlers alive. Those are a lot of stalkers. If the Zerglings can get us around, he should be okay, but again, the force field held him off for a very long time. The stalkers, they're kiting the Zerglings with their low HP, and 1 spine crawler left to defend. That is the only real heavy defense that Spanishiwa has, and just barely holding off that attack there. However, more units warping on the edge of the creek there. The spine crawler looks like it's going to get picked off. We have no transfusion used that time. The Zerglings trying to get us around there, and a nice surround, at least on well, half of the stalkers there. All of the Zealot's going to be cleaning up a couple of those. We get the 3 creep tumors there, trying to spread the creep as much as possible. And it looks like Spanishiwa is in fact going to defend against it. All 4 spine crawlers did go down, although they were definitely worth it. I think he could have used maybe just 1 more, but he did fine. And although he needs to be careful of these Zealots, which are just ripping apart all the Zerglings, he needs to try and get us around on those stalkers so they won't be able to kite the Zerglings. You can see 2 more spine crawlers coming up over here. Should probably put 1 down here. And the Protoss player just tried to focus down these spine crawlers, and Spanishiwa having to pull drones off the line. I'm not sure if this is in desperation, because it looks like he's going to clean it up very easily with the drones actually. And not sure why he's holding position there. The stalkers just killed off 2 or 3 of those. The Queen pulling back there. 2 spine crawlers. So it looks Spanishiwa has actually done fairly well. This type of brigade is very hard to hold off, especially if you're 100% sure that he's going for that early expansion. But he ends up cancelling Nexus, and like I said, he should have put a spine crawler right here. But you can see he was really using his minerals as much as possible. Now they're finally starting to build up a bit more. We'll see what he does with them. Should mainly be more Zergling production. You can see pulling drones off the line again, just getting us around on those stalkers here. Looks like they're going to go down. The Queens and the Zerglings just finishing them off there with a nice surround. The MC style 4 gate with just 4 stalkers now, and it looks like they're going to be pulling back to the main base. Spanishiwa, very nice macro. You can see always keeping his mineral count low. He doesn't need the Vespine as much, using those just for upgrades so far, although we do see 4 infestors on the way, so we could see those used very effectively against stalkers. We'll see if he's just going to continue going with this. And now you see he does need the Nexus that has just gone up, and with the Forge coming across there, he is going to need some static defense because he is at a disadvantage just because the 4 gate did not go through, and Spanishiwa now will have his economy back and ruling. Meanwhile, the level 2 upgrade is just finishing soon for Spanishiwa. He may sneak into the main base, although there may be cannons there before, so we'll see how much damage these infestors can do. I'm not sure if the fungal growth has been yeah, they do start with that extra energy for the fungal growth, but we may just see them spawn infested Terran in the mineral line. There is a photon cannon going up over here, and Overseer going to come in though and notice exactly what's going on over here. Next is obviously not going to be cancelled again, and Spanishiwa sees that cannon. A nice fungal growth over here. Should use the Zerglings now. They have been fungal. I'm not sure why he's letting them stand over there. He's sending a couple over now. But as I said, nice fungal growth there. Gonna get a surround over here of a photon cannon just coming up. No infested Terrans yet. A robotics bay just finishing for the Protoss and sending the Zerglings up into the base. The probe's gonna clean that up, although he did take a fair amount of losses there. So he is going to be at a disadvantage, and he's now using these probes to mine over here, but these Zerglings are running into the mineral line. Looks like they're going to pick off a lot more probes. Probes are having to attack now, although I think all of them are going to go down. And a nice fungal growth on the probes, just making sure that none of them stay alive. You can see he doesn't even have full saturation at his almost fully mined out base. A nice force field there, just stopping the surround from the Zerglings, with more running into the main base. So this has been amazing play from Spanishiwa, and I have no doubt now that he will win the game, just because he's done so much economic damage. And that is the game. So very nice play, and you can see another hatchery come up here, and also something else is amazing. You can see the level 3 Zerg upgrades coming, as well as an Ultralisk cavern, and he likes Ultralisk just because he said that the upgrades for the Zerglings transfer nicely to the Ultralisk. But very nice play. The MC style 4 gate just barely being repulsed there. All the spine crawlers did go down. Almost so nice repelling by Spanishiwa and cleaning that up, and then making sure to push forward and not let his opponent recover. And nice there with the fungal growths. The Zerglings running into the main, doing that economic damage. So nice game from both players, and an amazing build again by Spanishiwa, just showing how you can hold that off for the 16 hatch for 15 pool. And I'm probably going to be casting more of his replays in the future. I may cast another one today or tomorrow. So if you want to subscribe and see what I'm doing, you can do that, and unsubscribe if you don't like it. And like the video, if you watch it all the way to the end, just because it gets me a bit more views, and I'm just starting off. So that's going to be it for this cast.